COP28,
no.
where all the wacko environmentalists of the world were gathered to spew out their nonsense and make plans to continue to destroy our quality of life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So mercifully, this has been edited down. This is just a bunch of whack jobs. I mean,
good.
That are just hanging out, chatting about stuff in the climate.
Here they are.
Need to draw upon, I would like to highlight especially the knowledge and leadership of Indigenous, Black, and Brown women and gender diverse leaders, feminist and global women leaders who are already deeply engaged in solutions. In our work at Weekend, we are speaking out in the recognition of the sacredness and interdependence of all of the earth and life.
Right.
We cannot continue business as usual. We cannot continue this extractive economy.
That's for sure.
Our call to action for gender justice, racial justice, upholding indigenous rights, rights of nature,
justice. What about
calling for a just transition, and immediately phasing out fossil fuels.
She's showing
is
how
an ongoing
much of a grift
agenda
this is.
for people on planet.
By lumping it in with all the other
call
ones.
for our very survival.
Oh, God.
False solutions, white supremacy, colonization, and patriarchy have no place in any climate action plan.
No, that's right.
Because the colonizer first came to our territory and destroyed most of our lands.
Oh, no, really?
The story of my people, in our traditional way, we came from the mud.
You came from the mud?
The earth, in a hole in the earth.
You came from the earth?
And our people, we didn't
no
speak,
F
we
in the
didn't
word
talk,
earth.
we didn't do
there is
anything. But a little bird saw these weird animals
listen
there,
about the bird. Don't,
and he was curious to see what they were.
discount the bird.
And he flew there and got us there.
Oh.
And for us, this is really special.
I could
Pause
tell
it.
you that one.
Okay, wait. A bird dropped them off where they lived?
So here's what you're... Just to catch you up.
Okay.
You know.
Catch me up.
Okay, so
sum up.
We've got the climate change hoax.
Yeah.
Has now been lumped in with the
environmental justice, white supremacy,
environmental justice,
patriarchy,
gender justice stuff.
Yep.
And now we've got a lady who has emerged from the mud.
From the mud.
Telling us
She said so.
Telling us a story about a bird that informs the rest of the tale here.
Okay. Wow, it's
good.
Great.
It's good, right?
All right, let's see more of it.
COP28.
What they were. And he flew there and got us there.
He didn't flew.
And for us, this is really special.
I could tell you that 100% of this is a product of colonization. It is a product of the fossil fuel companies in our territory that are virtually killing us.
Virtually
It is
killing us.
genocide.
Virtually.
It's
And
genocide.
carry the
Oh, my
guilt
gosh.
that
It's
they're
virtual
gonna have to carry
genocide.
on their behalf for their misbehavior
Oh, boy.
and the murder
Could you like
And
of
the
the
murder.
four legs, the wings. And the murder of those that
And the murder-
Finn's guide, and the murder
Finn's guide.
of
And
the
the
water
murder-
herself,
Listen
and
to
the
water.
murder of
We're
the
killing the
sacred
water.
air, and the
Of the
murder
sacred air.
You're murdering
of the
the air and
ways
water.
of the natural world.
See?
Oh, wow.
They have to carry that burden. What do we
Murderer.
get to do? We get to be the sheroes.
The sheroes.
And the heroes.
It's really
I was thinking
cute.
about your comments on the colonizers and the ways in which
tell
they
us.
come in and
Bring it
change our
home.
What about
perspectives
patriarchy?
and
Haven't you
are
thought about
attempted
that?
to.
You should
And
think about
the
that.
word for a white
For
person or
a
a
white
colonizer in our language is dot'ene, and it means like a person with no land.
Dot'ene.
But that is a really big insult because we're dene, and the word dene means to flow from the land.
Oh, wow.
It
That's
is a
beautiful.
representation
That's
of
really
the fact
beautiful.
that we come from the land.
Huh.
So if you don't come from the land, then you are a lost
from the
soul.
land. You're a lost
And
soul.
I think how deeply our people pitied the colonizers when they came to our lands and territories,
pitied
not only
them.
because they didn't have the land, they came from nowhere.
No, they came from
no
somewhere.
land existed for them.
What are you
But they
talking
didn't
about?
have those connections. They didn't have
See?
that
So
understanding
they came from the
of
air?
interrelationships and
Well, no, the bird.
interconnectedness.
Came
The
from
bird dropped him off in the mud?
Okay, now you're getting
Okay.
it. Now you're getting it.
All right.
So, wow, racist much there?
Wow, is that bad stuff? That's ugliness right there.
And I love that somebody in the audience didn't need dot'ene explained to them because, boy, somebody got the joke in the background.
Yeah.
That was fun. So that was a fun session at COP28, which, by the way, if you'll recall, when that started, I thought, what do the Arab nations think about this happening in their backyard? Oh, yeah, they've spoken out. Some OPEC nations are like, hey, about those plans that were described, that doesn't sound good for us.
Yeah. Well, the president of COP28, we showed you what he had to say about it last week. He said it's nonsense. The getting rid of fossil fuels takes us back to the cave dwelling days.